Guys, congratulations. You guys have just become authors. Give yourselves a hand. Awesome. Not everyone gets to do this. Not everyone takes the time to do this. So, well done to you all. Yes?
I've already written stories before.
I know, but some of these folks haven't. Some of these folks haven't. I am so proud of you that you continue to write stories. So, without further ado, and to make sure that you get to recess on time, I present to you Miss Claringbold's class story, The Oogie Boogie Cup. Zach, the squirrel, was hanging out collecting nuts outside of the castle. And he saw a long line of different animals, all in different costumes, lined up out the front door of the castle and all the way down the valley. And he wondered, what must be going on? And so he wandered a little closer to take a peek. And sooner than later, he ran across a very grumpy-looking troll. And he went up to the troll because he never liked to see anyone upset. He went up to the troll and said, "Pardon me, miss, what seems to be the problem?" And the very upset, very frustrated troll said, I'm a dancer, but they won't let me in the dance competition at the castle because I don't have a partner, and no one will partner with me because I'm a troll. Well, said Zach, I've been collecting nuts all morning, but I happen to have a kind of a secret talent that you might be interested in. No, she says. No, there's nothing you could possibly tell me that would change how I feel. I'm just going to go home and no one will ever know. I'm going to stop dancing. No one wants to see me do it. I'm not going to do it. And Zach said, but wait, I would like to see you dance. What's your name? My name is Zach. My name's Cordelia, said the troll. And Zach said, well, Cordelia, can I tell you my secret? Cordelia said, sure, I guess. And Zach said, I happen to be the best dancing squirrel in the world. In fact, I'm a championship flosser. And Cordelia said, stop playing games, don't make fun of me. And Zach said, I'm not, check it out. And he pulled out his moves, and he did the floss.
That's not the floss.
It's close enough, because I can't do it. And so Cordelia saw him do the floss and went, you know, with my breakdancing and your flossing, we could make an incredible team. Will you be my partner for the dance competition? And Zach agreed, and they went to line up. And they were in the line for like a really long time. There's like a lot of people to be. They were bored, and Zach went to go get lunch, brought it back, and they shared lunch. It was delicious. It was delicious. But they waited a really long time, and finally they got into the castle. And they could see all the diamonds and decorations hanging, and all the lights, and the biggest disco ball they had ever seen was sparkling in the center of the castle.
Like as big as this school?
It was as big as this school, because the castle was much bigger than that. And they could see people competing right now on the dance floor, and everybody would dance together, and very slowly the king and queen would go visit the dancers, and they would walk up to the dancers, and they would touch their shoulder, and that would tell the dancers that they were no longer in the competition. And those folks would walk off the dance floor, and they were disappointed, but they'd had a lot of fun. And they watched as two humans were dancing, and they were doing a shimmy and a shuffle and a shiggity bop. And they watched two cats dance, tap dancing cats. They thought, how can we possibly compete with this? And they saw two frogs doing ballet, and then there were the Rubik's people, and their dance moves were like a robot move, and their faces were changing all sorts of colors as their cube faces changed.
Yeah, and then it solves.
And then it solved itself. They would pose. And then there were two beautiful bunnies hopping around, two chickens doing a chicken dance. And there were two hockey players who linked their sticks and would twirl each other around on their skates. And there were two dancing horses prancing around the dance floor. And two pigs had decided to twist on their tails, and they spun, and they danced, and very slowly the king and queen of the castle would walk up to the pigs, and they touched the pigs on the shoulder. And they walked up to the hockey players and touched the hockey players on the shoulder.
Come on.
And Cordelia and Zach were dancing their hearts out. Zach was flossing, not as badly as I'm doing, but he was actually flossing. And Cordelia was doing her breakdancing. And then, while she was breakdancing, Zach was flossing on top of her. It was amazing. I know, it was incredible, right? And so slowly, as they were dancing, they had a lot of fun. They watched as everybody's shoulder got touched. And one time they thought the king was reaching out to Zach's shoulder, but no, he reached out over to the chickens. And he touched the chicken's shoulder, and the chickens were out. And everyone started to applaud, and they didn't know why. And they looked around. Zach and Cordelia realized they were the only ones left on the dance floor. They were the winners of the Oogie Boogie Cup, and all the people were clapping for them. All the other dancers were clapping, and they couldn't believe what they won. The king and queen presented the huge Oogie Boogie Cup, and inside the Oogie Boogie Cup's top was diamonds and so much candy, and they were so hungry from dancing, they decided to share the candy with all the other dancers, and everybody ate. But as they ate the candy, they got to the bottom of the Oogie Boogie Cup, and they found the gold.
Diamond.
And they saw the diamonds, and they thought, what are we going to do with all this gold and diamonds? And you know what they did? They set up a dance school for all the animals. And next year's competition was a lot tougher. The end.